Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we are going to be jumping down into the charts for Vechain, see what's been going on most recently and what I would expect to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you'll be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you have not yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. If you are looking for a little bit more from the crypto space, whether that is navigating a bull run, a bear market, looking for project reviews, or just looking for a little bit more trading tips, then why not check out the Patreon services, a link in the description down below. Okay guys, let's get into this, right? Vechain paired up with USDT. Yesterday we were taking a look at this on the hourly, right? We're looking at this potential push up higher to 5.1 cent. And it does look like that might have been a little bit too optimistic, okay? We actually did have a push higher just up here, okay? So we had our low points just down at this fraction and we had a really shallow C wave. I think that actually marks this as complete in my opinion because we broke right back down here, okay? So, and the fact that we went higher than the A and then lower than the B would tell me that this is a probable end move for a C wave. So a little bit short there and now we're tracking down. And as we get into this, we're going to just quickly mark up a few additional moves. We can see A, B, and C coming down here. Again, C wave falling just short of the 1-to-1 ratio, just like we had previously. So it seems to be that the C waves are not getting their full extensions that we would expect. Now we are tracking up here, and I think we also have a double top bearish scenario just kind of printing. And I think a drop is pretty much likely at this point, okay? So what we've got going on here is we have our A, B and C just like so, and now I'm looking at this thinking we are likely to come back down. Now if we were to try to kind of get a bit of an idea into where this is likely to go, I'm going to take that entire measurement of our ABC here. We're going to go and put this on top of our larger our double top, our bear flag, if you will, bear signal, and this looks like it's going to go down to about 4.428. okay, that'll come back down towards the bottom here and we'll create another double bottom scenario. So this could be a pretty good place for us to be thinking about. I don't think it'll be a straight line though. I think we'll come down, we'll bounce, and we'll come back down again. So I'm expecting something like this, but overall it will basically be a giant A, B, and C moves like so. Okay, so essentially that's what I'm kind of thinking. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm just going to quickly grab a price label here and I'm going to mark this up as basically 4428, and I'll just move that over here for a fraction. There we go. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Okay, now this is obviously really close to our other accumulation point of 4.395. Obviously below that would be 4.262. Now I'm not expecting it to go down massively like that. This is all corrective patterns, but if that is an A, B, and this is a C, then this could be a 5-wave drop. It could just be a 3-wave drop. We don't know just yet, but that's kind of what I'm looking for, and that's kind of what I'm tracking. Now the reason for this is we take a look at the stochastic RSI on this hourly chart. It is heavily overbought. The 4-hourly overbought, the 8-hourly overbought. Now the daily is actually in a good spot, right? But so I'm thinking we're going to have to eventually get a good sentiment in this space. We need to see the sentiment change from fear to greed, okay? And we are not there yet. So as a result of that, I think we are more than likely going to see this drop back down, and we are probably, in my opinion, heading towards that 4.428. okay, now this could be a rapid decrease in one move, a bit of a bounce, and then another move down. I don't know how these waves are going to look or how they're going to form just yet. We haven't started them, but this is what I'm looking at, and I think this is the most probable outcome for Vechain over the next kind of 1 to 2 days. Once we're down here, and if it does take 2 days to play out, that would put us in a really good position for the Fed meeting on Wednesday, and I think that could be a catalyst for change to the upward direction if it comes out as positive news. So just keep this in mind that, you know, we might be kind of thinking about reversal here. We might push up a little bit higher. It is possible that we break through this barrier of resistance at 4.8. You can see we're pushing it right now. If I just remove the stock, we can see here, for example, we're trying to push up higher, right? It is possible that we can break through it, but again, I don't think we've got a lot of momentum left, so eventually we're going to come crashing back down. So just keep an eye out for that. Ultimately, I am expecting some downward action here for Vechain, slightly over the next kind of 48 hours or so, right? Longer term, though, I think we are looking for a bit of a bounce upwards. Okay, so if I start pulling this back down a bit, you can see we've had a pretty deep correction here. Again, this looks like a pretty standard ABC move. We have kind of come to the 1-to-1 ratio already. So we are right at the bottom, hence the accumulation zones I've been putting out in our Discord server for our Patreon members. So essentially, yeah, watch out for this. I think we're getting very, very close to a big push up again. Again, it's not to be seen just yet as to whether or not this is just an ABC that doesn't go as high as we were previously, or whether we are kind of going to see an impulsive move in structure upwards. So for now, we should be, optimistic that there's a bounce coming, but we do not know what that's likely to be. And this is something that's going to happen over the course of a couple of weeks, okay, to kind of get this timeline into people's heads. I think I put these videos out and people seem to think they happen instantly, and they don't. And the other kind of narrative that we see quite a bit is that a second that someone has bought something or has sold something, they're expecting the price to move instantaneously to the up or downside. Okay, this is actually relatively slower than you are led to believe, right? Everyone says it's fast money, quick money, or whatever, but it's not. It takes patience still in the same way that it does with stock market. The only real difference is the volatility here is greater, which means you get greater swings in the market than you would normally from a stock market perspective. And so caution should be had here. It's not to get rich quick or anything like that. It's about having patience and having strategy about what you are doing. If you want more information about this, join us in Discord, right? We do AMAs down with our Patreon members every single week. We talk about strategy a lot down with our members. So check that out if that's the kind of thing that you want to know more details about. But essentially, it isn't something that we're going to see instantaneously the second that you kind of bought or sold, that you're going to see the price move rapidly because you seem to have bought in or sold out of position, right? So just understand that it takes patience, it takes time, and what we are doing here in terms of all of this analysis is tracking people's behavior, and that's ultimately what Elliott wave theory is. It's tracking how people react to price movements using Fibonacci-based numbers and a sequence of waves. Okay, so this isn't necessarily looking at it as in you've got a cup in hand or a head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, or any of that stuff. What we are doing is we're tracking people's behavior inside the market. Okay, and it's really important that we understand the differences here between what we do on Cheeky Crypto channel versus maybe you see on other influencers channels. Okay, so for me right now, yeah, we're looking for the pullback down in micro scale over the next kind of 2 days, and then longer term I'm expecting a bounce upwards that should put us somewhere on the map quite decently. Like I would expect us to be significant kind of move up, whether that goes to 6.2 or 7 cent, I don't know, until we start to see the moves in the market, but essentially it should be notable. Okay, on this entire chart here, as you can see, right, these daily moves, they're big moves, so we should start to see some pretty significant price movement. They'll bring a little bit more confidence back into the space, I feel, anyway. So one to watch out for. It could be a really short bounce, it could be a larger bounce, we don't know just yet, but just watch out for that one. Ultimately, yeah, we're just looking for corrections on the shorter time frame. So guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.